BBC Radio Cumbria Sport.
Thanks, Paul. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Tremendous atmosphere here at Field Mill. The players are on the field. The preliminaries are taking place. Captain Peter Murphy will be shaking hands. The photographs, the usual photographs of the mascots, the officials, the big stag in a costume, and of course our own fox as well. Sun shining. Well, as I say, that sun's just gone in for the minute, but and the away dugout just not about 10 yards away from me, just to my right. The Carlisle United are lining up to the left-hand side, although the kickoff hasn't been taken yet. And Mansfield in their yellow shirts, blue shorts and yellow stockings away to the right. And I'll give you the Carlisle United lineup. Matty Glennon is in goal. Brian Shelley, Lee Andrews, Kevin Gray and Tom Cowan at the back. Brendan McGill, Mark Boyd, Peter Murphy in the middle. And Craig Farrell, Richie Foran makes a return. And Andy Priest up front. For Mansfield, Kelvin Pilkington is in goal. Bobby Hassel, Alex John Baptiste, Rhys Day, Tony Vaughan are the back four. Liam Lawrence, Tom Curtis, Neil McKenzie, Wayne Corden at the midfield with Junior Mendes and Colin Larkin up front. Mansfield go into a huddle just by the centre circle. Carlisle will attack the goal to the right. They're in blue, and what we've got here is, will it be Canvey Island or Cambridge? Will it be Crawley Town or Cheltenham? 90 minutes to determine Carlisle's future, or at least will go a long way to determine what happens next season. It's going to be Mansfield Town that's going to get this very, very important game underway. Carlisle fans in great voice away to the left, you can hear. Full complement, they're all in. We've checked them in, and you can hear EIO, that's the announcer, not me. So it's Mansfield Town that will get the game underway. Mr. Matheson just checking that everybody's in place. Always think this is a little tense bit. You're all ready to go, and the referee just takes a few seconds out there just to steal the limelight. The crowd are roaring, and then he just kills it. But he's looking at his watch now. Away we go. Mansfield in possession. The ball straight over to the right-hand side. And it's chipped forward by Hassel. And Murphy, Tom Cowan misses his header. Kevin Gray gets it up to Murphy. Murphy drifting inside, being watched very closely. And back to Gray, who who punts it up, trying to look for Richie Foran. He was beaten in the air, but the ball's gone out of a play. For a throw to Carlisle United in these early stages. Long throw by Cowan down the left-hand side. It's good head by Murphy. The ball comes there. The ball's chipped forward. Craig Farrell chasing down the defender Rhys Day, and Rhys Day's hooked it into the stand on the far side for another throw to Carlisle United. It's tense, isn't it, Mike?
It is indeed. It is indeed. Dear. But I'm actually starting to look forward. Now the whistle's gone. It's the nerves have gone a little bit, and right. I'm settling down, and I've had a first touch of the ball, and I'm feeling fine now.
Good. Okay. Well, I haven't had my first touch yet. Here's Tom Cowan again with a long throw. The ball headed straight up in the air to Farrell. Farrell flicks it forward offside against Andy Priest. The goalkeeper comes out, Kevin Pilkington. An announcement coming. You can hear the little bing bong. Sounds like an airport, doesn't it? The next flight will arrive. And it's Pilkington now with the free kick just inside his own area, away to the right. Brilliant sunshine coming down. Good header by Gray, nods it forward up to the halfway line. As ever, Richie Foran giving his all, but he's beaten on the halfway line. The ball is punted forward there by Tony Vaughan, and the ball out of play for another throw to Carlisle United. It's going to be this time Lee Andrews with a long throw down the right touchline, looking for the head of Foran, looking for the head maybe of Andy Priest. It's high in the air. Foran doesn't get there. It's headed into touch by Tony Vaughan. Another throw to Carlisle, this time more or less on the halfway line, right in front of us, around about 10 yards away, as Lee Andrews hoys a long one, flicked on by Foran. Priest to Foran. Foran lays it forward to Farrell. Farrell now just loses out in midfield, and the ball now comes to Liam Lawrence. Lawrence down that right-hand touchline. It's picked up by Colin Larkin, but the ball has gone out of play off Murphy, and that's a throw now to Mansfield on the far side. Remains at 0-0 in these opening minutes, which we've had 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Think the heat will have an impact on the players? It's because it's considerably warmer than it's been so far this year, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely the hottest Saturday we've had. Good. Is it a good tackle? No, it wasn't. Tom Cowan there tackling from behind. I think he got a bit of the ball, but Mr. Matheson said that was an illegal challenge. So First of all, a first set piece now, but Carlisle have got to... well, it's been taken quickly. Carlisle have been caught out. Lawrence with the cross. Oh, and that's a good header away by Richie Foran. And Cowan helps it on its way, but it's back into the danger area. And Lawrence again tries to... drills it across with his left foot. That's got a deflection. Lawrence again lifts it into the penalty area. An overhead kick, and that's gone behind for the goal kick. Acrobatic flick there, and just past the right-hand post. Good effort. It's a goal kick to Carlisle United, and the man that did that was Rhys Day, the centre-half. Scored 5 this season, up for the set piece. Carlisle fans in good voice away to the left, as you can hear, and it's going to be Matty Glennon that takes the goal kick for Carlisle United. 0-0 here at the Field Mill. Long clearance out to the Carlisle left-hand side. Foran flicks it on. Priest tries to get there, but the ball ricochets in midfield to Mackenzie. Mackenzie there having a real old battle with Mark Boyd, and Mackenzie is forced to lay it back to his keeper, Pilkington. Pilkington with the clearance as Murphy comes charging down, but that's Lawrence again. Lawrence, good control by Lawrence. Gives the ball to Mackenzie. Mackenzie to Lawrence again. Lawrence, oh, that's a good tackle there from Boyd, but he's only given the ball up to Junior Mendes. Mendes outside right to Liam Lawrence. Lawrence lays the ball along the floor, not a bad one. Nice one-touch football. Larkin gives it away to Murphy. Murphy delivers a long one, but that's comfortably cut out by Vaughan. Vaughan outside left to Wayne Corden. Corden against Shelley. Shelley gets the tackle. It's a throw to Mansfield. Still 0-0. You're listening to Saturday Sport on BBC Radio Cumbria. 8:37 Stalybridge against Barrow, if you fancy that one in the south of the county. Corden with the throw. Not a bad one either. The ball hooked into the penalty area. Mendes is underneath this, but Cowan there with a left foot clearance. But it's going to be volleyed back again by Rhys Day, and the first time ball by Boyd sends Foran on his way. Farrell's free on the right-hand side. Is a chance here. The cross comes in. Oh, and that's a really good clearance there from Alex John Baptiste. The ball over the bar for a corner kick to Carlisle United. A good break by Carlisle. They had two in the middle waiting for the cross, but it was Baptiste that got in the way, and Brendan McGill, I think, will get his first touch with the corner.
Yes, I think, he hasn't had a touch of the ball. That was actually a good move. It was knocked a long ball into space, actually, which gave Richie Foran plenty of time on the left. He hit a good ball into the near post. Craig Favell was lurking, but the defender just managed to get ahead of him to put the ball over the bar for a corner.
So it's McGill with an in-swinging corner kick. Right-footed. Right on the far side. It's the Carlisle left. Here comes McGill. 3 steps. Gray up. Priest up. In comes the corner, and it's half-headed away. Murphy could get underneath it with a header. Comes now to Boyd. Boyd tries a volley. Well, that's it dipped, but dipped too late. It's gone over for a goal kick to Mansfield, but good effort there from Mark Boyd. Goal kick to Mansfield. Already, you can hear Keith Curl maybe on the bench there, issuing instructions. Perhaps a little bit anxious at the moment, as the Carlisle bench look quite relaxed. As goalkeeper Pilkington will take this ever present so far this season. Pilkington, long clearance, just over the halfway line. Good header forward by Cowan. Underneath this is Baptiste. Underneath that was Boyd. Priest there was beaten in the air. Comes now to Murphy. Murphy on his chest. Good ball up to Farrell. Farrell lays it off to McGill and chip across the box. The ball headed up in the air, and that could go for the corner, but it doesn't. And yes, it does. It's gone for a corner. And another corner for Carlisle United, of which McGill and the goalkeeper complaining about the pressure of the ball. Referee Mr. Matheson is he's just pressing the ball in, seeing what he thinks of it, and he's asked for a replacement ball. And I've just had the latest score in. Wigton leads St Benedict's in the Cumbria Cup final. That's rugby union, of course, 3-0. So it's going to be now the referee's checking this ball. He seems to think that that's okay. Mark Boyd now lays it over to Brendan McGill, who's going to take an in-swinging corner kick. We've got a goal in Division 3. Doncaster 1, York City 0. Corner kick comes in, goalkeeper gets a punch. Murphy underneath it, heads it back into the danger area. Priest is underneath this, but he's beaten. Volley comes in from Boyd this time, just past the left-hand post, but the linesman's flag up on the far side for offside anyway. But 2 pot shots that Boyd's had. One over the bar, one round the post. Third time lucky for Mark Boyd. 0-0
So I think it's interesting, Derek, that in these early minutes we look as if we're looking to play football, actually play the ball in defeat. One of the things we didn't do very well last week against Lincoln was keep the ball and keep it on the ground. We seemed to launch it forward into two big central defenders.
There's a triple of headers there, has given the ball there to Richie Foran, and Richie Foran claims he was pulled down with two players running in support in the box, but the referee says no, and the ball comes now to Gray. Gray to Boyd, to Murphy, to Priest. Priest outside Lowell tries to scoop it inside the fullback to Foran, but that's cut out, and that's a long crossfield ball from right to left. Lawrence to Corden. Corden in possession up to the halfway line. McGill forces him inside. Corden still goes. Square ball on is for Hassel, still on the halfway line. Foran back chasing. Outside right now is Lawrence. Lawrence lays it back to Curtis. Curtis square to Mackenzie. Mackenzie chipping that ball forward, and a good interception there from Cowan to McGill to Farrell on the right touchline. Now, can Farrell have a chase at his man? Oh, and Brian Shelley's making a good run. Farrell's going. Good tackle there from Vaughan. But Carlisle have a throw halfway inside the Mansfield half. Way back on their last line of defence, which the goalkeeper will take. I think Brendan McGill getting a little bit over anxious. And the goalkeeper will come to the left-hand side of his penalty area to take it. 0-0 here at Field Mill. Not a bad start from the Cumbrians. Barrow 0-0 at Stalybridge, 8-3-7 if you fancy that one in the south of the county. Workington 0, Lincoln United 0, and goalless Matlock and Kendal Town. Header forward. And was Farrell pushed in the back? The referee says no. Murphy a good header forward. Then it comes to Farrell. Farrell lays it into the path of McGill. McGill going on a run down the right touchline. That's good interception there from Mackenzie. And Doncaster 2, York City 0. York City in all sorts of problems, but we don't care. Here comes Hassel for Mansfield down the right-hand touchline. Gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence with a low cross. Gray hooks it away at the expense of a throw. It's going to be Bobby Hassel, the right back, that's going to take it. Gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence goes to the corner flag, trying to get the corner, and he gets the goal kick because that's a double ricochet. And well played there from Tom Cowan. And Matty Glennon will take the goal kick. Not a bad start from the Blues.
Yeah, it's settling down quite well, and we are when we actually get the ball, we're looking to hold on to it and play it into feet and sort of frustrate Mansfield to a certain
Now this
extent.
could fall to McGill. It does in midfield. He's got players all to the left of him, nobody to the right. That's a good ball forward to Farrell, is it? Yes, Farrell's still on. Chips it across. Oh, and that's a brilliant intercepting header there from Tony Vaughan, because all Andy Priest had to do on the 6-yard box was nod it into an empty net. And out of nowhere came Tony Vaughan and headed it over for a corner. But another good move from Carlisle United. This is promising. Jane or James? Jane has been on with an email. And Jane just says good luck to the players. Thanks, Jane. Thousands listening on the radio. Yeah, positive vibes all through the airways. McGill with the corner. Chips it to the far post. This time, great catch. Yes! Kevin Gray! Kevin Gray has headed it in. Oh, from an in-swinging corner. I was going to say third time lucky. But Kevin Gray, 8 yards out, a firm planting header into the left-hand corner. Oh, that's a great start for Carlisle United. It's the 12th minute. It's Mansfield Town 0, Carlisle United 1. Have it.
That was excellent. It was a great ball in from McGill, really, right to the back post. Kevin Gray just very focused, went for the ball, cleaned everybody out of the way. A firm header right into the top corner of the goal. What a brilliant start for the Blues.
Well, I was saying that it has been a good start, and I was going to say third time lucky for Brendan, but Carlisle have got the goal they needed, and it's Boyd plays that ball forward. Nobody up for Carlisle United, and the ball goes to Pilkington in the Mansfield Town goal. Well, the Carlisle crowd behind that goal away to the left have absolutely erupted. Long way to go. Pilkington, Gray holds his ground. The ball headed forward. Here's Gray again. Cowan underneath this long ball forward, heads it. Comes now to Murphy. Murphy caught in possession, and Boyd trying to win it back, which he does, and chips the ball up to Foran. Good header to McGill. McGill, and the ball bounced up on McGill's arm, and the referee has spotted it, and it's a free kick on the halfway line to Mansfield. What a start for the Cumbrians. They're a goal up here at Field Mill. Third corner from Brendan McGill. Up rose Kevin Gray. How ironic. This is Kevin Gray's last game of the season as well. How fitting, he should get the first goal. Let's have another one, Kevin. The ball chipped into the edge of the Carlisle area this time. Gray underneath it, heads it back to, inadvertently, I would think, heads it back to Glennon, and thankfully it was straight at Glennon.
It went straight, it could have been in the top corner as well, that one, couldn't it?
And that's, Baptiste gets the head on that. It goes sideways header, so it's a throw to Carlisle. Deep inside enemy territory. I say that in the nicest possible sense. Shirley with the throw. Staying up. Here's Boyd, nice ball in, yes, finds Farrell back to McGill with a cross. Is it close to the keeper? It is. Taken by Pilkington, a good throw out to Lawrence on the right touchline. Murphy is back defending, the ball played forward, that's not bad. Here comes Junior Mendes crosses, and to Colin Larkin has missed a sitter from 6 yards. He's missed a sitter. All he had to do was to poke the ball in the empty net, and he's hit the crossbar, and the ball bounced out and he's cleared upfield, and here comes Mansfield Town again. But that just shows how dangerous Mansfield can be. Oh dear me, what a let-off that.
Well, it seemed easier to score. It was a great ball.
Here they come again, and it's a throw to Mansfield on the far side. Sorry, Mike.
It's all right.
Here we go again. Here's Mendes against Gray, and it's a corner kick to Mansfield Town on the far side. They've got the bit between their teeth now. Well, how on earth did Larkin miss that? As the corner kick, it's going to be. Who's going to take it? Oh yes, it's going to be Lawrence, orthodox right foot corner. In comes Lawrence. Good delivery, and that's a header by Foran. The ball comes out onto the left-hand side to Corden. Corden there drinking and turning against Boyd, trying to get a right foot cross in, which he does. Oh, it's a free header off the line by Richie Foran. Oh, what a clearance, Richie. Oh, Lawrence did everything right, headed it past the goalkeeper, Matty Glennon, and on the line was Richie Foran with an absolutely brilliant clearance. Oh.
Well, saying that, Derek, it's people might have been arguing about Richie Foran playing today, but dear me, it's certainly earned his place in the side with that clearance off the goal line, because he had to throw himself full length to actually get something on that ball to keep it out.
An absolutely brilliant clearance. Well, Mansfield certainly turning the screw in the last couple of minutes. Hit the bar from 6 yards and Foran off the line. Carlisle really have got to keep their composure. They lead by 1-0. The goal coming early on in the first half. There's a chance. Oh, what a great save, Matty Glennon. Oh, brilliant save from Lawrence. Full-blooded drive, and Lawrence, what a brilliant save. But here's Brendan McGill now, going down that right touchline. He's into the penalty area right side. He gets a cross in, but it's not a particularly good one. And a chance now for John Baptiste to clear. Oh, this is end to end. Here's Corden, a long ball down. Good interception, Lee Andrews. Throw to Mansfield. Let's take our breath. Goodness me. What a brilliant save that was from T. Glennon. Dear me. So it's still 1-0 to Carlisle United. It's we're hesitating here because we've lost a wire. Mike's desperately looking for a wire underneath it. Richie Foran. Now good ball. Richie, just over hit the ball from Priest to Foran, and the ball too much pace on it, and it's gone through to the goalkeeper Pilkington. Rolls it out to Day. Day gets it up to Curtis. Curtis hassled there by Murphy. The ball across the back four. While Mansfield are down there, they're not going to score. Ball played onto this right-hand side to Corden. A nice little flick by Corden. Has he shown too much of it to Boyd? He hasn't. Larkin there, and no, that's a poor ball forward. Throw to Carlisle United. And Workington still 0-0. Against Lincoln, and Matlock still 0-0. Kendall, Stalybridge against Barrow, and you can hear full commentary on that one. 837 our AM frequencies if you live in the south of the county.
I'm just looking at the players with only 17 minutes gone. The players are really puffing and panting out there. The pace of the game has been absolutely phenomenal since the kick-off.
Slashed by Brendan McGill. Cowan is he beaten in the air. Murphy gets it and hooks it forward. Farrell's giving chase. Rhys Dayers are there to cross, but Farrell does well, or does he? And they both end up on the ground. The ball bouncing into the penalty area. Goalkeeper Pilkington comes out and gathers that loose ball. It's end to end. It's exciting. It's thrilling. Coronation Street, get on the back burner. Pilkington now rolls the ball. Long delivery. Looking for, and a good header by Andrews, but the ball comes now to Hassel. Hassel out to Lawrence. This is where the danger's coming from Mansfield to me, down that right-hand side. Curtis out to Hassel on the touchline. Hassel with the yellow shirts pouring forward to the left-hand side. It's a dummy, and the ball is going to roll all the way through to goalkeeper Matty Glennon. It's Mansfield Town 0, Carlisle United 1. Kevin Gray header after 12 minutes, but 3 moments of excitement in the Carlisle penalty area. One when, and it's a free kick to Carlisle United. It's 18 plus the 12, so 30 yards out, maybe just a yard or two less. It's certainly lined up for somebody to have a pop, I would think. Yeah, Larkin hit the bar from 6 yards, and then Richie Foran scooped off the line after 15 minutes, and after 16, a brilliant save from Matty Glennon again from Liam Lawrence. Carlisle still lead by 1-0. I wonder if Peter Murphy or Andy Priest will fancy their chances here. What do you reckon?
I think probably Andy Priest will probably fancy it from this angle, although Peter Murphy will as well. I think Andy's probably got the hardest shot.
Yeah.
And it's probably a good 30 yards out, isn't it?
But it's going to be Andy Priest. Here he comes, Andy Priest. Shoots! Oh, that's over the bar, and he wants, it was encroachment by number 4, Tom Curtis. Now, if the rules are applied, that should be taken forward 10 yards, I would think. And he's yellow carded Tom Curtis, and the referee is on the spot. Now, is he going to count it forward 10 yards? It's an encroachment. It's got a free. Whatever happens, the free kick's going to be taken again. Now here he goes. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now it's right on the 18-yard line. Now I would think this is Craig Farrell territory, but Farrell's not going to take it. Andy Priest is going to have another crack, and Lawrence is going on the left-hand post. So it's a chance for Carlisle United. Carlisle United. Who do we fancy? It's going to be Priest, I think. Maybe Peter Murphy. Both left-footed, but it's going to be Priest. Referee insisting that they're 10 yards back. Richie Foran joins the line. He's being nudged out the way. Now, is it going to be Andy? Here he comes, Andy Priest. Drills it low. Yes! Andy Priest! Straight inside the post! He's doing cartwheels, wheelie bins all round the field. Andy Priest has smashed a cracker through the wall. 21 minutes. Oh, it's Mansfield now 0, Carlisle United 2. Andy Priest with a cracker.
Well, actually, I think Richie Foran had a part in that, actually, because he was the Carlisle man in the wall, and just as Priest came up, he actually pushed the wall to one side, and that just left the smallest of gaps for Priest's free kick to fire right so into that top left-hand corner. What a great goal.
Well, my mind goes back 2 years when we were last here, Mike, where Mansfield scored 2 goals in the opening 20 minutes and wrapped the game up. That got them promotion. It's the opposite this time. We've scored the 2 goals in the opening 20 minutes, and let's hope we can just keep it cool now.
Well,
keep it
right.
cool.
That's
the word coming from the bench. Just calm it down. Keep it cool.
Keep doing what they're doing. It's as simple as that. They don't have to change the game plan. Play ahead players that have been over this first 21 minutes.
Ball played up to Mendes. Mendes now trying to turn Andrews. Andrews scoops it away to the touchline, but it's intercepted by Lawrence. Lawrence jinking round Cowan, drives across him, but the ball has ricocheted behind for a corner. Fulham 1, Charlton 0 in the Premiership. And just a reminder, Doncaster 2, York City 0. And the corner kick has been quickly taken. Here comes the cross, and it's hooked away by Boyd. Here's Farrell. Farrell just watching the ball very closely against Hassel. Lays it back to Murphy. Murphy now drifts forward. Flicks it outside to Farrell again. Farrell sends a return ball to Murphy. But that's too much on that, and I think Baptiste should get back. He's given it to Pilkington anyway in the goal, and Pilkington a little bit hesitant with his clearance. Boyd can't get there, Gray can, and Gray just lifts it forward looking for Farrell. Keeps it in play, does he? And that's how to play. No, play on, says the linesman. The ball is intercepted by Shelley. Now Shelley. Long ball down that left touchline, too much on it, out of play, throw to Mansfield, but it's deep in their own territory. Carlisle lead by 2-0 in case you're just tuning in. Kevin Gray after 12, Andy Priest after 21. But in between then, from 12 to 21 in the 14th, 15th and 16th minute, Carlisle United, well, they certainly had a little bit of luck with Larkin hit the bar from 6 yards, Richie Foran a brilliant clearance off the line, and a brilliant save from Matty Glennon to deny Lawrence. Ball now breaks. The ball now breaks to Corden. Corden gets it inside to Baptiste. Baptiste tackled, and away comes Andy Priest. Andy Priest looking for support. He hasn't got the legs to run at the defence, but he uses Farrell. Farrell now nearly caught in possession. The ball back to Boyd on the halfway line. Boyd to Murphy. Checks on his left foot. Just holding the ball up, looking for someone to come to him, come close to him. But that's a good ball played from Gray to Priest. Priest's ball there, looking for Boyd. Boyd charges the clearance down, but eventually ends up back with goalkeeper Kevin Pilkington. It remains 2-0 to the Cumbrians. Clearance out to this left-hand side. It's Tony Vaughan. Tony Vaughan looks up, delivers a long one. Andrews gets in the way with a header. Boyd jumps, beaten to it by Curtis. McGill heads it forward. Foran underneath it, but the ball falls now to Murphy. Murphy just taking his time in the centre circle. Lays it back to Tom Cowan, left back position. Cowan's forward pass just gets a slight deflection. And the ball ends up with Hassel right back. Inside to Mackenzie. Back now to Rhys Day. And the ball laid once again back to the keeper. Not a particularly good clearance, doesn't reach the halfway line. Murphy, good header by Murphy, finds Farrell. Farrell is fouled in the back, referee waves play on. I'm not quite sure that was an advantage there. Southampton 1, Bolton Wanderers 0. Marion Pahars scoring for Southampton. Doncaster still 2 up against York. Cowan heads it forward. All other games at 0-0 at the moment. Ball played up now. It's trying to be a little bit too pretty there, Carlisle. Now there's a break on. Andrews is underneath this. But Colin Larkin is beating him to it. Gets to the byline, cross to the far post, header by Corden back in. Oh, and it's going to bounce now to Andrews. Andrews lets the ball hit him on the chest, and it bounces up gratefully for Matty Glennon, the Carlisle United goal.
So Matty should have been a little bit quicker there. Lee Andrews was waiting. Seemed as if he waited an eternity for him to come and collect that ball.
The ball now once again with the back four of Mansfield. They're building again. At the back from Rhys Day. Rhys Day, that's a nice little ball up to Lawrence. Lawrence through the middle, finds Mendes. Mendes now 20-odd yards out, looking for some support, and he lays it outside left to Wayne. Corden now. Corden against Shelley. Corden gets to the byline. Left foot cross comes in. Lawrence is underneath it. Heads it down. Still Lawrence. Good towel, and the referee's given a penalty. Against Kevin Gray. The referee has given a penalty. Liam Lawrence brought down by Kevin Gray. A double ricochet on the back of the head there, and it fell kindly for Lawrence, but he went round Kevin Gray, trailing foot, over went Lawrence, and Carlisle United now must face a penalty. It's going to be Lawrence. He's scored 15 times this season, and just like at Scunthorpe, Mr. Matheson gave Scunthorpe a penalty. Well, he's given Mansfield Town one. Carlisle crowd doing their best to put him off behind the goal to the left. But it's Lawrence. 27th minute. Lawrence there. Andrew standing in front of Lawrence, and Lawrence is taking a long run up from the D. Well, the referee there is he's having a word with Andrews to get out of the way, but I think he's quite entitled to stand there, is he, Mike?
Well, I would have thought so. It's the guys obviously want to run from outside the arc on the edge of the penalty area.
He wants to run, and Lee Andrews has moved out of the way. Now then, Matty, if ever we needed you to save one, it's now. Lawrence against Glennon, and he scores with ease. It was an Henry-type penalty, a little gentle chip over the goalkeeper. Oh no, the referee has called it back. Well, the referee has said no, and the referee wants him to take it again. Well, I'm not quite sure what for. Certainly Neil Mackenzie questioning the referee's decision there, Mr. Matheson, and it's going to be Lawrence again to take it. Well, Tom Cowan there, and Tom Cowan has got a yellow card because what Tom Cowan was doing, he was kicking the penalty spot to make a divot. He was pushed out of the way by Wayne Corden, and the referee has booked Tom Cowan. So it's going to be Lawrence again. Dear me. Now in 28 minutes, we're in the 29th. Lawrence has got to do it all over again. Lawrence against Matty Glennon, here we go. And, oh, he scored. Dive the right way. Dive the right way, there's no doubt about that. Now the fourth official is on the pitch. What happened was Lawrence went to pick the ball out the net, the empty net. Richie Foran came to try and grab it off him. Now there's all sorts. Here we go again. Players getting involved that shouldn't be getting involved. And Richie Foran tried to grab it off Liam Lawrence. He scored anyway. Lawrence has scored. There's no doubt about that. 27th minute. And the fourth official is having a word with the referee. And I've got a feeling that maybe Richie could be in a spot of bother. Richie Foran there he's listening intently to what the referee has to say. Well, you may have heard the announcement say it was his 20th goal of the season, but in actual fact it's his 16th league goal. Now the referee is calling Richie Foran to him, and you can hear what the Mansfield town crowd think of it. And Richie Foran is going to get a card, he's going to get a yellow. So 2 players booked during that penalty area, during that penalty incident. One was Tom Cowan for trying to dig a divot into the penalty spot, and the referee has booked somebody else as well. I'm not sure whether he's booked... Well, there's 3 players around the referee. One was Kevin Gray, one was Andrews, and one was Peter Murphy. The referee has raised a yellow card. Now, who the second yellow went to, we're not sure. But the upshot is, what an exciting afternoon we've got now. It's Mansfield Town 1, Carlisle United 2. Boyd now chips it forward. Reece Day's underneath this. Kevin Gray gets a header to it. McGill gets it to Shelley. Shelley lays it up to Farrell, and that's a good twist by Farrell, and that's going to be a free kick for a foul against Tony Vaughan. Now, if ever Carlisle United need to keep their composure, it's now. You can hear all the buzzing in the background. People are asking who the second player was that was booked. It's going to be Boyd that's going to take the free kick for Carlisle United, who lead by 2-1. Once again, another penalty decision against Carlisle. I must be honest, I didn't see an awful lot wrong with that.
I just wondered,
free
just by the body language,
the ball falls to Foran, left-hand side of the penalty area. Whoa, dear, that's wild. And Foran has smashed it across the penalty area. It's high, and it hasn't even gone for a goal kick. It's gone over the opposite side for a throw-in to Mansfield Town.
Just looking at the body language, I thought it was probably Peter Murphy that got the booking there, but nobody seems to know. Most of the people hadn't even seen the booking.
Well, I think I'm right in saying that if that is Peter Murphy, then that's Peter's 5th booking, and he misses the last game at Doncaster, I think. I'll certainly try and check on that, but I'm almost certain that that's Peter Murphy's 5th booking of the season. Another throw to Carlisle United, level with the Mansfield Town penalty area on the right-hand side. Andrews will take a long one. 32 minutes.
First half hour, is it? God.
Andrews with the long throw. Plenty up for Carlisle United, although Kevin Gray has stayed back this time. In comes the throw. Priest jumps, tries to flick it on, but the ball comes off Vaughan for a corner kick to Carlisle United, and Murphy will chip this one into the box. Carlisle lead 2-1. What an incident-packed first half. Kevin Gray after 12 minutes, 14, 15 and 16 minutes. Larkin at the bar, Foran off the line and a brilliant save from Glennon. 21 minutes, Andy Priest 2-0 from a free kick. In comes the corner kick. Far post ball. Gray jumps, gets a head onto it, but no power, and the ball comes out now to Mackenzie. Mackenzie now, right back position, lays it down the line to Liam Lawrence. Here comes Lawrence again, what a danger man. Crossfield ball, and that's Wild, it's back, past Gordon, and it's gone behind for a throw now, or out of play for a throw to Carlisle United. And as I say, Lawrence pulling one back on 27 minutes with a penalty kick, a twice taken penalty kick, it must be said, after Gray had brought Lawrence himself down. Oh, dear me, we need to catch our breath here. Here's Andrews, long throw down the line again, and that's volleyed straight up in the air by Corden. It's out of play. Oh, you can hear that ball bouncing on the roof. Will it come down? It does, and Shelley retrieves it, and it's going to be a throw now to Carlisle United. You can hear all sorts of debates going on behind us as to who got what and who did what, but 2 players booked anyway. Long throw by Andrews. And the ball is played onto the right-hand side through Lawrence, dangerous player. Lawrence back to Hassel. Hassel down the right-hand touchline. Mendes being watched by Gray, looking, wondering what he can do, but he gives that ball away. And in fact, he's knocked it out of play. The throw quickly taken. Farrell runs into trouble. Still Farrell. Murphy there gets a ricochet. Up go the heads. Good header forward by Cowan, but it's out of play for a throw to Mansfield. After all that, Mike, did we get it sorted out?
Well, it's to be honest, most people haven't actually seen it here in the press box, and I think there's only probably about 4 or 5. The guy behind us thought it was Peter Murphy as well, so at the moment we'll just have to confirm it at the end of the game.
Well, here come Carlisle again through Richie Foran. Foran, a good ball down the left side there to Priest. Priest whips across in. Oh, can McGill get there? Oh, that ball was just out of his reach, and it goes into the arms of Pilkington, who throws the ball out quickly to Corden on this left-hand side. Corden being watched by Boyd. Corden round Boyd, lays a good ball up to Larkin. Larkin turning, twisting. Plays the ball back on the halfway line to Mackenzie. Mackenzie once again switches it right side. I don't like this right side combination. Here's Hassel. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence again going at Cowan. Lawrence drifting inside. Cowan. The ball comes off Cowan and it's a corner kick to Mansfield on the far side. Carlisle lead by 2-1 as Lawrence will take the corner kick. Up goes Rhys Day. 5 goals this season, Rhys Day. Up goes Tony Vaughan with 2. The cross comes in. Good header away. And it's a throw now to Mansfield. I'm not quite sure who got that. It was Andy Priest back helping out the troops. But the throw's quickly being taken, and it's Mackenzie. Mackenzie, a nice reverse ball once again to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to... Oh, that's clever play there by Richie Foran. Now it's Richie. Now what can Richie do? And Richie's won the throw in for Carlisle United on the far side. A little while ago, Carlisle were 2 up. Now, and the ball bounces over McGill, and that gives Larkin a chance. Oh, and Larkin tries to skip round Andrews. Andrews holds his ground well, and the ball there is played to McGill, who punts it upfield. Craig Farrell giving chase. Farrell there, and the defender Vaughan. That's not bad play by them, and Carlisle really closing down well, and the ball ends up back with Pilkington. Penrith 0, Durham City 1. Long clearance into the Carlisle half. Good header forward by Andrews, but it only comes to Mackenzie. Once again, they're looking for this outside right feed, and it's Liam Lawrence. You can hear the buzz in the crowd when he gets it. Goes round his man, but he's taken it too far this time, and it's a goal kick. Barrow still 0-0 at Sadybridge. 8-3-7 if you live in the south of the county, if you fancy that one. And Matlock, Kendalltown goalless, and only 1 score in from Division 3 so far. Doncaster 2, York City 0.
Yeah, Lawrence is such a threat down this right-hand side. I've just feel a little bit for Tom Cowan here, because he's already on a yellow card, and if he dives in once, and the guy's got the skill to get past, and he might just find himself on the second yellow.
That's a good interception there by Andrews. The ball played back on the halfway line to Corden. And the ball flicked on, but it could be Peter Murphy. Oh, Peter Murphy makes a right mess of that, and it comes outside right once again to Lawrence. Lawrence, his through ball intercepted by Murphy. Murphy gives it to Richie Foran, and Richie Foran, that's a good ball into Boyd. Boyd now, can he find McGill? That's played too far forward by McGill, by Boyd. And here's Corden now for Mansfield Town. Feed in that outside right spot, aren't they? But this time Tom Cowan intercepts. Back to Boyd. Boyd checks. Square ball to Shelley, right back position. Shelley inside his man well. Now he wants somebody down that right touchline, doesn't he? Here's Farrell. Farrell now, and that's not a particularly good ball. McGill hoists it forward, and that's a throw into Carlisle United, level with the 18-yard box on the right side. And I wonder if Wayne Andrews is going to come up and take this. No, he's not. Shelley takes it to Boyd. Boyd now on his right foot. Inside to McGill, not a bad little ball. McGill, that's too close to the keeper. That was wasted. Absolutely wasted.
Yeah, Andy Priest is going absolutely berserk at the back post.
And the ball out of play on that far side. And once again, Murphy arguing with the referee. Latest scores. Kidderminster 0, Rochdale 1. Lincoln 0, Darlington 0. Lincoln 0, Darlington 1. Oh, dear me. All right, well then, come on, Macclesfield we want, don't we? The referee having a word with Lawrence there. Now, I can't see any card coming out, but certainly having a word with Lawrence. I must admit, I was writing things down when I didn't quite see what happens, but I know Peter Murphy went absolutely berserk at the referee. The referee had a word with Lawrence, but no more. Cowan with the throw. Carlisle lead 2-1. 39th minute. Tom Cowan, far side. Long throw in. Looking for the head of Priest. The ball headed away only as far as Murphy. And Murphy shows just a little bit too much to Lawrence. And the ball is out of play. It skips off Murphy. And it's a throw now to Mansfield deep by their own corner flag on the right side. Cumbria Cup final. Wigton 3, St Benedict's 0. That's the latest score. Now is Larkin. Larkin, well, again, his ball played for, goes out of play. Carlisle can get a grip of this game. You just feel as if Mansfield are putting one or two passes astray at the minute, Mike.
Yeah, they've just lost that little bit of momentum. They played really well after Carlisle had scored that first goal, and probably unlucky not to equalise at that point. But they've given themselves just a little bit of a lifeline with the penalty, and Carlisle have just eased a little bit, really. Those early minutes, I think we showed a lot of commitment, closing down very quickly. We've got to get back to that.
That's good control by Mendes from a high clearance. Cowan trying to intercept it, but the ball breaks well for Larkin. Larkin flicks it outside to Mackenzie. Mackenzie drills it across. Corden! Great save, Matty Glennon. Ball still in play. The ball comes left-hand side to Mendes. Right-hand side of Carlisle's penalty area. Corden flicks it in, intercepted by Richie Foran. He wants it on his right foot, and Richie gives it out to Murphy on the right touchline. Back to Boyd. And Boyd, oh, that's a poor ball forward by Mark Boyd. Too many B's there, wasn't there? That's a throw to Mansfield Town, but another fantastic save from Matty Glennon. Vaughan with the throw to Corden, back to Vaughan. Vaughan lifts it forward with his left foot. Mendes tries to get there. The ball flicked on, and it only comes to Curtis. Curtis now breaks to Junior Mendes. Junior Mendes gets it back on a 1-2. Brendan McGill tackling, but Mendes doing well. Shows a little bit too much of it, and Richie Foran lays it back to Shelley, who clears up the right-hand touchline. Well, there's all sorts going on down that left-hand touchline. Here's Corden again for Mansfield. Get to Mackenzie. Mackenzie switches it right side to Hassel. Hassel immediately looks for Lawrence, but the ball is laid up now to Larkin. Larkin finds Lawrence. Lawrence cuts inside. That's a good reverse ball, finding Larkin outside the penalty area, right side. The ball laid into Curtis. Oops, and that's... and the referee, what's he given? He's given a free kick to Carlisle United. Well, that's an amazing decision, to be honest. Because if anything, Murphy won the ball, flicked it round, or rather Lawrence and Murphy just collided. Lawrence went down. Neither player could get out the way. And I'm afraid it's Lawrence that is eventually going in the book for Mansfield Town. Workington Reds are 3-0 down at home to Lincoln United. And Kendal at 0-0. Barrow Staleybridge 0-0. 837 if you live in the south of the county. But here at Field Mill, and Lawrence receives the booking. 42 minutes coming up gone. It's Mansfield Town 1, Carlisle United 2, as Glennon delivers a long ball. It's headed away by Rhys Day. And once again, it's a free kick to Carlisle United, and once again, Lawrence is the man that's penalised. And it's going to be a free kick. Murphy looks as though he will take it. And this time Gray is going up to add his support. Foran, Gray and Priest on the far post as Murphy. Priest makes a run to the near post. The ball goes far post, and it's flicked off the head of John Baptiste, and it goes behind for a throw into Carlisle United. And it's Montrose 0, Gretna 2. Derek Townsley scoring again for Gretna. Get a full report at half-time. Shelley with the throw. It comes to McGill. Back to Shelley again, who wins the corner kick for Carlisle United. And it's 43 minutes gone now. I've lost track of the bookings, to be honest. Mike, can you bring us up to date?
I think it's 3-2 to Carlisle at the moment.
And the three for Carlisle are Cowan, Foran and Murphy, and Curtis and Lawrence for Mansfield. But it's 2-1, that's what counts. Richie Foran standing in front of the goalkeeper as Murphy takes this throw. Referee keeping a very close eye on things, but it's a far post ball, and it's Richie Foran obstructing the keeper eventually, and it's going to be a free kick to Mansfield Town. Well, What a first half we've had. Excitement at both ends, 5 bookings, 3 goals, a goal line clearance, a penalty, and 2 brilliant saves from Matty Glennon. Well, Kevin Gray opened the scoring on 12 with a header from Brendan McGill's corner, and then 3 times in the space of 2 minutes, Larkin hit the bar from 6 yards, foreign off the line, and a brilliant save from Matty Glennon. Priest made it 2-0 with a left foot free kick. Lawrence then made it 2-1 with a penalty kick after Gray had brought down Lawrence himself scoring, and then another brilliant save from Matty Glennon kept it at 2-1 to the Blues. Craig Farrell penalised there for a slight little nudge on Vaughan, and that gives Mansfield a free kick deep in their own half, which the goalkeeper will take. Long, edge of the Carlisle box, Mendes on his chest, good control, lays it back now to Curtis to Corden outside left, Corden, good ball inside there, looking for Mackenzie, that's oh no, it's not an interception by Shelley. Corden gets the ball, Corden doing wonders with his left foot, gets it back to Vaughan, who immediately switches play from left to right, and it's Bobby Hassel now looking for his outside. Oh, that's a good ball down the old inside right channel. Here's Menzies now lays it back to Lawrence goes forward, and he's poked the ball in. Lawrence has scored again. It's disaster. It's 2-2. It's that man Lawrence again. What a danger man he is. Nice little 1-2 with Junior Mendes. He played a 1-2 into the box and beat everybody, and he just lifted the ball over Glennon as he came out, and it's Mansfield 2, Carlisle United 2.
Yeah, that was disappointing, Derek. It was a lovely move by Mansfield, mind. There was a lovely piece of interplay between Mendes and Lawrence, and Lawrence finished coolly. It was coolness personified, really. As Matty Glennon came out, he just let him go to ground and lifted the ball over the top of him.
Well,
that's 2-2.
Well, he's certainly been the man of the first half for me, Lawrence. He posted notice of his intent, but now here's Carlisle, 2 minutes of injury time to play. That ball coming right on the 45th minute as the ball laid back now to Cowan to Priest left hand side. Priest tries to get across him, but it's intercepted there from Hassel, and that right hand combination of Hassel and Lawrence have been devastating in this first half. Well, Carlisle 2-2, throw's been taken. Here's Boyd back now to Cowan with a left foot cross, headed away, comes now to Boyd on his chest. Good interception, and here comes Corden now for Mansfield, who have got their tails up. Corden, good ball down the old inside left channel. Chasing this one is Colin Larkin. Larkin trying to go inside, tries a cross shot, that's wide to the left-hand post, and it's a goal kick to Carlisle United.
Yeah, Mansfield are very good going forward, Derek. They are a threat, particularly down this right-hand side. And I think just the fact that Tom Cowan's had that 1 yellow card is just a little bit reluctant to stick with Lawrence and put any sort of tackle in. But Lawrence is a quality player. He's shown that with both of the finishes.
Well, indeed. So it's Carlisle United with it all to do. They've got to get another goal from somewhere and hang on to it. It's a throw to Mansfield on the far side. What an incident-packed first half this has been. Throw now going to be taken by Hassel. Hassel throws it inside to Mackenzie on the halfway line, right wing, and that's the half-time whistle. It's 2-2, and Carlisle will be grateful for that. Both teams can be proud of an attacking game, but Carlisle will be the disappointed of the two sides, I think, letting a 2-goal lead slip. And Kevin Gray opened the scoring on 12 minutes with a header from Brendan McGill's in-swinging corner, and then in the space of 2 minutes there were some desperate misses in the Carlisle penalty area. Larkin hit the bar from 6 yards when it looked easier to score. Foreign, a brilliant clearance off the line from the danger man Liam Lawrence, and then a brilliant save from Matty Glennon, again from Liam Lawrence. Then after 21 minutes, Andy Priest made it 2-0 direct with a free kick, lashing a left foot shot hard into the inside post. 2-0, then back came Mansfield. Lawrence was the man that put them back on terms. He was brought down by Gray. He took the penalty, and it was 2-1. Twice taken penalty, hasten to add. And then right on the stroke of half-time, it was Lawrence worked a lovely 1-2 with Mendes, got there before Matty Glennon, and slip the ball into the net to make it 2-2. So man of the first half to me, without a doubt, is Liam Lawrence on the right-hand side of the Mansfield midfield. But Carlisle are still giving themselves a chance. That's the positives that Paul Simpson has got to say at
just
half-time,
after such
Mike.
a positive start with two relatively early goals, Carlisle were going very disappointed. But to be fair to Mansfield, they've looked a very good side coming forward, and probably fully deserve to probably have a share of the spoils at half-time.
Well, that's the story. An incident-packed first half. It's Carlisle still alive. Just Fat Lady's still in the dressing room. It's Mansfield 2, Carlisle United 2.
BBC Radio Cumbria Sport. BBC Radio Cumbria Sport.
Well, we're just catching our breath after that first 45 minutes. In my pre-match piece just after 2 o'clock, I said it won't be a classic. I think it has been a classic. It's been a cracking game. End-to-end stuff, both teams going for the win. Carlisle went 2 up. Mansfield pulled it back to 2-2. Well, we've got tension and excitement coming to you now, certainly for the next hour. So stay with BBC Radio Cumbria. 2 sets of supporters chanting away. Mansfield Town obviously goading the Carlisle United crowd, saying you're going down. Carlisle United saying no, we're not. But a first half really absolutely breathtaking, I think is the right word. And I think everybody needed 45 minutes just to draw breath. But the bad news is that elsewhere it's Kidderminster 0, Rochdale 1, and Scunthorpe have got that important point at home so far to Macclesfield. The point being, if Mansfield should get the result in this game. But Mike, you've got to say, Carlisle United are giving it a terrific, coming back to giving it, first of all, they're giving it a terrific go. And secondly, the panel in the studio were saying whether we should block that right-hand side for Mansfield. I suppose you could argue once we were 2 up, that was the time to do it.
I think so, yeah. But I think they were probably playing with sufficient confidence at that time to genuinely believe that they probably could have got another goal, I think, and a third goal may well have just killed it off. But to be fair to Mansfield, they played some superb football going forward, and Lawrence has been a threat, as has Mendes, and they deservedly are back in the game again.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue with the half-time score. Just to those of you that are tuning in, just to say that Kevin Gray opened the scoring for Carlisle United on 12 minutes with a header from Brendan McGill's corner. And then in the space of 2 minutes, the Carlisle United goal had amazing escapes. Larkin hit the bar from 6 yards, an open goal, when it was easier to score. And then Richie Foran, a fantastic clearance off the line from Liam Lawrence. Then after 16 minutes, a brilliant save from Matty Glennon, again from Lawrence. 21 minutes, Andy Priest put Carlisle 2 up with a direct free kick from the edge of the area. That was 2-0. Then Liam Lawrence pulled one back 6 minutes later with a penalty after he himself was brought down. Whether it wasn't, we can't really see from this angle. But people away to my left saying it may have been just a little bit harsh because they felt that perhaps Kevin Gray had got a little bit on the ball before Lawrence tumbled over him. But however, it was a penalty, twice taken. Lawrence kept his cool and it was 2-1. And then it was Lawrence again on 45 minutes, a lovely move by Mansfield. Nice little 1-2 with Mendes in the box. And Lawrence beat Matty Glennon to it to put the Stags level. So it's all to play for in this second half. And we've just heard that Wath-Brow Hornets have won the National 1 Conference title. They beat Wigan St Jude's 36-14, so well done to the Hornets. Right, that's one piece of good news. Let's see if Carlisle United can get both teams now are on the field of play. And Carlisle United, no immediate change in the lineup. We can do with a goal from Craig Farrell. Got 7 this season. We'll do with an 8th one today, Craig, please. Carlisle United in their blue shirts. They're attacking the goal to the left. The Stags, Mansfield Town in their yellow shirts and blue shorts, attacking the goal to the right. Carlisle United lined up, Matty Glennon in goal, and Shelley, Andrews, Gray and Cowan at the back. McGill, Boyd, Murphy in midfield. Farrell, Priest, and a surprise return for Richie Foran up front, who, to be fair to Richie, hasn't done bad at all with that fantastic goal line clearance. But it's going to be Carlisle to get this second half underway. The referee, Mr. Matheson, walking as though he's got all the time in the world to the halfway line. He's going to drop the ball down, and we're going to get the second half underway. And I'll be very, very surprised if in 45 minutes' time we've got the same scoreline as 2-2.
I certainly think there's more goals in this, Derek, isn't there? Let's just hope for the Blues.
Keith Curl and Andy Priest. Keith Curl, the Mansfield manager, and Andy Priest, of course, Carlisle centre forward, just having a few words on the touchline, all friendly banter, smiling at each other. But certainly Carlisle somehow in the second half got get a grips with this Liam Lawrence. But it's Boyd chips that ball forward down to the left back position, and there's a nice comfortable header by Rhys Day. Gives it to Kevin Pilkington in the Mansfield goal. The Carlisle supporters banked behind the Mansfield goal now as the long clearance from Pilkington. Good jump by Kevin Gray. Good jump by Peter Murphy. Comes to Richie. Oh no, Richie just a little flick, gives it away, and is Lawrence immediately in. Lays the ball down the line there to Larkin. It's Larkin being watched eagerly by Gray. Gray's out of position. The ball to Hassel. Hassel into Curtis. Curtis gets it to Mackenzie, and down this right side is Lawrence again. Lawrence against Cowan. Lays it back to Hassel. Nice little touch inside. Boyd's got to get there first. He does well, and he lifts the ball down looking for the head of Andy Priest. Goes over Priest, and the ball lifted onto the halfway line. It's Mackenzie again. Mackenzie against Murphy, and Murphy fouls, and York have pulled a goal back. Doncaster 2, York City 1. And just a reminder, Kidderminster 0, Rochdale 1, Scunthorpe 0, Macclesfield 0. And apparently we've heard that the Carlisle fans have made an official complaint to the police against Wayne Corden and not Junior Mendes. Right, the free kick's been taken by Mansfield. Up into the Carlisle box, Murphy hooks it away. The ball headed out to that left-hand side. Here's Corden again. Corden now, Corden against McGill, jinking and turning, trying to create space for a cross. Still Wayne Corden. Now lays it back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie with a low cross. And it's Richie Foran that gives the ball away, and the referee has blown for a free kick to Carlisle in their own penalty area. And the police have confirmed they will look into that incident against Wayne Corden. Lawrence just gives the ball now to Cowan. Cowan rolls that ball back to Matty Glennon, who would take the free kick, and immediately I think Cowan, it's Duffield. Duffield has just gone down. I thought he'd gone to the dressing room, but in actual fact I think he's just gone to the loo. Priest flicks it on, but Baptiste, good header by and Gray misses out there, but he was a little arched back by Larkin, allowed Gray to go over him, so Carlisle have a free kick. Here's Cowan. Cowan, long ball forward to the right-hand side. That could be a good ball, actually, and it's the first blood of the second half to... Oh, no, I was going to say a corner, but the goalkeeper came rushing along the goal line and has stopped that ball going out for a corner. So, in the end, good goalkeeping by Kevin Pilkington. A drop ball by Pilkington. It's high, it's long, and Gretna are 3-0 up at Montrose. A second there for Brian Wake as Boyd gets the throw in. And it's going to be Foran with the throw. No, Foran leaves it to Cowan, right in front of us here, Tom Cowan. 1 or 2 to aim at down the left-hand touchline, Craig Farrell being one of them. But instead, he lobs it in looking for Priest. Good header there from the big tall centre-half, Rhys Day. And a chance now for Lawrence to clear his lines. But Foran charges it down, and it's a throw to Mansfield. And Duffield now is getting ready to come on. Peter Duffield ready to come on. And the ball down the Carlisle left touchline. Chance for Richie. Richie hooks it forward. Good clearance. And the ball bounces to McGill, who heads it forward looking for Priest. Priest on his arm. The ball lifted. Oh, and Farrell's offside. Just. Oh. And it's a free kick now. And I think no substitution just yet. The referee is coming to this touchline. He's having a word with the fourth official. Mr. Matheson not happy about something. He's having a word with the Carlisle bench. He's having a word with Dennis Booth. I'm not quite sure what was said. I can't lip read, I'm afraid. I think what he's doing, he's telling Duffield to sit down if you're not going to come on. But Tom Cowan with the headed clearance. That's going to be a throw to Mansfield. Quite a tame opening to this second half in a way.
I think there has been a change in the formation here. I think Richie Foran looks as if he's picking Lawrence up when Carlisle aren't in possession. So that's probably going to help Tom Cowan a little bit down this left side of our defence and Mansfield's right.
5 minutes of the second half. Still 2-2 the scoreline. And Carlisle have got the throw. Halfway inside their own half, left side, attacking the goal to the left. Carlisle crowd in good voice as the long throw comes up, and the referee has penalised Andy Priest. And it's going to be a quick free kick. No, the referee says come back. Not happy with the position that was taken from, and it's going to be restay. I think no, the goalkeeper comes out. It's well up. He's nearly up the halfway line. And goalkeeper Kev Pilkington will take this kick. 2-2 here at Field Mill. Pilkington down the right-hand touchline. Cowan under pressure, gives the ball to Richie Foran. Foran flicks it forward, but first to react is Mackenzie. Long ball played forward. Underneath this is Gray with a good defensive header, but he's only given it as far as Corden on the left side. Curtis goes around his outside as McGill gets the clearance, but he's hit it against Corden, and the ball has gone forward to the ball has gone all the way through to Matty Glennon. Got a goal in Division 3. And Scunthorpe are leading Macclesfield by 1-0. So stays as they are. Carlisle will be relegated. They need a goal. Both Rochdale and Scunthorpe are both in the lead. As Brendan McGill trying to do his tricks down the right-hand side, but the ball out of play, and it is now a throw to Mansfield Town as Arneson will come on. Paul Arneson will come on for Carlisle United. Just looking. And the man coming off is Richie Foran.
No, he's only come for some water.
Oh, he's come for some water, has he? Who's jogging up? Brendan McGill.
It's Brendan McGill coming off.
Lincoln 1, Darlington 1. And it's going to be Arneson on for McGill. One assumes. I know Brendan he knocked a knee last week, so I think he might be struggling a bit. He's got a slight hobble on. As Paul Arneson comes on down that right-hand side. So it's Arneson. Now, what Shelley looking at Arneson? Will Arneson go in midfield? I would think he will. And Arneson's gone to the right side of midfield. Well, it's not good news for Carlisle United at the moment. And it's Macclesfield now that spread the play to the right back position. The ball played outside to Lawrence. Lawrence checks on his right foot. A long ball played across field, and what a beauty! What a beauty to Corden. Corden now, left-hand side of the Carlisle penalty area. Shelley doing well, and Shelley watches that ball over for a goal kick, and that was excellent defending there for Brian Shelley. And Corden didn't like the way that Shelley defended. Well, to me, he didn't do anything wrong. And Wayne Corden certainly getting involved over there. The referee having a word. Now, what's the referee going to do here? Shelley didn't do anything wrong for me.
No, he didn't. He just guided the ball out there, and Corden seemed to pull him back. And when they both went to ground, I don't know whether Corden maybe just got a little bit of a dig on Shelley as they fell to the ground. But he was quite incensed when he got up.
Bit of frustration. So no good news for Carlisle United. They're drawing 2-2 here, and the news is Kidderminster 0, Rochdale 1, Scunthorpe 1, Macclesfield 0. And York City losing at Doncaster by 2-1. And that really would put York City down as well, so the third division could be all done and dusted. But that's a good header to Farrell from Priest. Farrell can't get round his defender, and Carlisle United hesitating. Murphy trying to get in there, but the ball is eventually laid back to goalkeeper Pilkington, who delivers long. Cowan underneath it, the ball goes over him. Gray heads it forward to Cowan, and the ball comes now to Gray. Left back position, Kevin Gray. Long ball, thump forward. Farrell will give chase. The ball skims off the top of Day's head. Left foot clearance. Flicked on again. The ball eventually comes to Lawrence with an acrobatic crossfield ball. Arneson intercepts, but the ball comes to Mackenzie. Mackenzie gives it to Vaughan, and Vaughan plays it down, intercepted by Shelley, out of play. And it's a throw-in now to Mansfield Town. 2 up, Carlisle. Everything was rosy after 21 minutes, and it's a throw to Carlisle, to Mansfield on the far side. but Lawrence, one-man demolition job, pulled it back to 2-2. And that's nice play by Murphy. Murphy's got Foran to his left. Priest is up front, and that's not a bad ball. And that's unlucky because the ball has drifted onto the top of, onto the back of Craig Farrell's head, and the ball was cleared up once again to this man Lawrence. Lawrence against Cowan. Lawrence this time going for the byline, still going for the byline. Cowan still in possession, and Cowan, and it's a goal kick. Well, Lawrence there was doing his fair share of arms up, and Tom Cowan did raise arms against Lawrence. Lawrence went down like a sack of coal expecting the free kick. Ball rolled out of play, referee's given a goal kick.
Mansfield make it very difficult for Carlisle's back four. They keep such a lot of width with Forden on the left and Lawrence down this right-hand side. It's stretching the Carlisle back four. They can't sort of defend the zones very well.
Oh, and that's a missed clearance. Now, can Priest get there? He can't. And once again, it's Lawrence that's tidying up. Nutmegs Foran. Foran does well, gets the ball back. Here's Ritchie again. Good ball down the inside left channel. Farrell hits his shin, goes out of play, and it's a throw now to Mansfield. 11 minutes of the second half gone. It remains at 2-2, which is not good enough for Carlisle United. They were 2 up. Ball skips off the top of Foran's head. Kevin Gray nods it forward. And now then, Murphy there couldn't quite get it. And the ball once again intercepted by Shelley as the ball was destined to Corden. Nice ball by Arneson to Boyd. Foran's free on this left side, but Boyd's on the right side. Uses Shelley. Shelley looks up, chips a ball in. It's not a bad one either. Oh, and that's not a particularly good header by Andy Priest.
Unfortunate for Andy Priest, and he really wasn't to know there, but Richie Foran was lurking free on this left-hand side. If he just flicked that ball on or even left it, Richie would have been through on goal with a free shot.
But one assumes that Richie has got to shout for it.
Yeah.
Doncaster 3, York City 1. If results stay as they are, then it's going to be Carlisle and York that will be relegated to the conference if the results stay as they are. But if Carlisle can get another goal, they can keep in touch, certainly keep in touch. And York City will almost certainly be relegated, the first team. But here comes Murphy. Murphy gives it now to Boyd. Boyd with the ball to this left-hand touchline to Foran. Foran knocks it into Priest. Priest, was he pushed? No. The referee gives a goal kick, but there was definitely a little bit of a nudge on Andy Priest, but it certainly would have been harsh if the referee had given a penalty in Carlisle's favour there. But now Montrose have pulled a goal back at home to Gretna. It's still 3-1 to Gretna. Gray wins the header. Murphy on his shoulder. Boyd trying to win it. Comes to Murphy. Murphy chipping that ball forward. Now Farrell, will he give chase? Ball back to Pilkington, who clears his lines. Cowan underneath this with a firm header forward, but Farrell can't go for it because he would have been offside. And the ball now into the arms of goalkeeper Kevin Pilkington. It's 2-2, 13 minutes gone in the second half. All the goals in the first half. Carlisle 2 up on 21 minutes. Gray with a defensive header there. And it was Gray that opened the scoring. Here's Shelley with a clearance. Andy Priest made it 2-0. Lawrence made it 2-1 from the penalty. And then Lawrence made it 2-2. Azul and the goalkeeper there just dribbling round Craig Farrell. Dangerous thing to do. But in the end it was a good clearance. Brian Shelley lays that ball back to Glennon. Glennon with a slice clearance. Goes out to Arneson. Header there from Vaughan. And double ricochet there. And the ball still in. Is a chance for Mansfield. Whoa! Shoots over the bar, does Mackenzie. Well, he got through 2 tackles. Mackenzie got to about 8 yards out from the angle, and he lashed his left foot shot wide and wild over the bar for a goal kick to Carlisle United. But in the end, Mike, a little bit of luck how he got there, but once he got there, he made a right hash of it.
Yeah, he just seemed to battle through. There were 1 or 2 Carlisle tackles went in, but not substantial enough to stop him in his flow. And when the opportunity arose, I thought he probably should have done better than blast that over the bar.
Boyd lifts it down that right touchline, but nobody there for Carlisle United. It was just hit into an open space, I'm afraid. And Pilkington gathers for Mansfield Town. Just rolls the ball out of his area. Not so much action packed in this half, I'm afraid. To all the goals coming in the first half. but it only takes one little bit of action, and that's a poor clearance by Pilkington, giving Carlisle a throw, and Kelvin Langmead is the man warming up for Carlisle United. I think he's tying up his bootlaces, and it'll be Langmead on, I would think, for Andy Priest, maybe foreign. I don't know. Langmead for Priest, maybe. I don't think Richie's done a lot wrong. But certainly Kelvin Langmead is the man that's going to come on. Carlisle need a hero from somewhere. Priest. The ball onto Priest's head, but it's drifting out to that right touchline. There's nobody there. The ball goes out of play for a throw to Mansfield Town. Oh, well, what do you reckon, Mike?
Well, I think if Langmead comes on, it's probably likely to be Van de Pies, because I think they need the legs in this last half hour or so, really. And although Andy Pies has done well, and he scored a brilliant free kick.
Now is Richie going on a run? Picks the ball up in midfield, still going, nobody out to his left, so Richie's taking it himself. Still Richie going, checks on his right foot, lays the ball back to Murphy. Murphy lifts it to the far post, and oh, it's agonisingly wide. Well, Carlisle are appealing for a corner. And I think the final touch may well have come from Arneson.
I think it was Arneson's header.
Arneson seemed to be on the far post, and the Carlisle players are appealing that could have got a final touch off a defender. But whatever happened, it's a goal kick to Mansfield Town. And the man coming off, I'm looking round, and the man coming off is Craig Farrell. So Craig Farrell, the man coming off, and coming on is Kelvin Langmead. Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1 in the Premiership. And Kelvin Langmead, two big players up front now. Not a lot of pace, it must be said.
Well, I find that a bit of a strange decision, Derek, really. Because Craig Farrell, you know, he's got pace, and I think
still
that's
Carlisle can't win that header at the back there. Priest being out-jumped by Rhys Day. And here comes Corden for Mansfield Town. The ball played down the Carlisle right flank. Shelley's in charge, I think. Yes, but he has given away the throw-in on the far side. And it's Wigton 17, St Benedict's 3. That's in the Cumbria Cup final in rugby union, of course. Full report coming at 5 o'clock. And it's a throw to Carlisle now on the far side. A little bit of a pig's ear Mansfield made of that. Well, time ticking away for Carlisle United, I'm afraid. I've dreaded times like this. I've had it against Plymouth 5 years ago. We had it at Brighton. Anyway, here we go again. Let's hope Carlisle can get a goal as Arneson pokes the ball forward, but it's smashed high. Matty Glennon there. The ball one bounce. It should be Matty Glennon's. It is, and he delivers a long clearance. Workington still 3-0 down. Now the ball falls to Foreign. Foreign there, good ball to Murphy. Murphy drifting past one player, lays the ball inside there to Langmead. Langmead tries to get it to Foreign, but it's going to come to Boyd. Arneson makes space outside. Boyd, nice little step over, gets it back on his. Oh, and he tries a curler just past that angle of post and bar. And to be fair, it was a good way wide, but a nice little football trickery there from Mark Boyd. But the idea was right, but the execution just a little bit way off target.
Yeah, he had another opportunity there actually as well. Brian Shelley had made a good run from the right back position to get into space down this right hand side, midway in the Mansfield half, and but he just didn't see him. Maybe there wasn't a shout again, I don't know.
Good jump, Kevin Gray. Good jump, Andy Priest. He's got to do it again though, and the ball now should fall to Richie Foreign. Does it? Foreign there, just shielding the ball well. Now he's got has he got a bit of space? He's forced to lay it back to Andrews. Andrews, a good ball to Cowan. A little bit of space in front of Tom Cowan. Good ball down the line to Langmead, outside the penalty area right side. Langmead trying to beat his man, lays it back to Boyd. Boyd now on the left side, lays it into P. Oh, it's a nice little dummy by Murphy, but the ball is half cleared. Comes to Langmead. Langmead to Boyd, to Murphy. Here's Boyd. Boyd's flicking a 1-2. Here's Murphy. Tries a right foot volley. That's blocked inside the penalty area, and Brian Shelley picks up the pace, gives it to Richie Foreign. Foreign gets it back to Shelley. Carlisle crowd up the decibels. Here's Richie Foreign. Is he going on a run? Murphy back to Cowan. Nice controlled football by Carlisle. The ball chipped forward. Langmead on his chest. Can't get round the centre back, and Langmead is adjudged to have fouled the centre back Rhys Day. And it's a free kick now to Mansfield, just outside their box. But that was a lovely piece of football by Carlisle, just maybe a little bit over elaborate, but certainly they played well. Substitution for Junior Mendes is the man coming off, and coming on is number 30. It's Laurent Jaffo. Jaffo coming on. It's going to be nice bit of football that by Carlisle. You thought it was going to
they've held on to the ball well in the second half, and Mansfield just seemed to have run out a little bit of steam really, and I think if Carlisle can push forward a little bit now, there might be something on the end of it.
Hence the reason for Jaffo coming on, I think, for Mendes. However, free kick's been taken. Gray wins it in the air. Richie Foran nods it back to Murphy. Murphy trying to do a couple of jinks, but he's caught out, and it's Lawrence again down the right side. Lawrence there trying to play in the number 4, Tom Curtis. Curtis gets it into the penalty area, but that's going to be safe for Matty Glennon, who really has got to get on with it. Goal in the Premiership. It's Leicester 1, Manchester City 1. Long clearance, Matty Glennon. Grand Priest underneath this, but once again, it's a good defensive header from Rhys Day. Now Corden, long crossfield ball. Right winger leaves it to the right back, and Richie Foran steps in. Richie Foran trying to go down that left touchline, does well, rides 2 tackles. Richie into the penalty area, gives it now to Langmead. Langmead on his right foot, shoots! Yeah! Langmead! Kelvin Langmead! What a time to score your first ever professional goal. Kelvin Langmead has scored for Carlisle United. A lovely work by Richie Foran on the touchline. 2 crunching tackles he went through. And Kelvin Langmead picked the ball up, drifted inside and smashed the ball into the empty net. And the referee, hold on, surely he's not booking anybody. Would you believe it, he's actually booking Kelvin Langmead. He's 19 years old, it's his first professional goal in the situation he's in. He's celebrated behind the goal, and the referee has actually booked him. I have never seen anything so, talk about lack of common sense. But the good news, great news is that Carlisle lead by 3 goals to 2.
Well, I think Kelvin Langmead was quite right to celebrate that the way he did, really, to score your first ever league goal. And I think you're quite right, Derek. Scott Matheson's just lost the plot there a little bit. And there was absolutely no need to have done that.
Indeed. Well, 66 minutes. Oh dear. Here's Richie. Now, don't give it away, but Richie does give it away. But the ball is hopefully poked forward by Mansfield, and that ball's drifting out of play, and it's going to be a throw now to Carlisle United.
Now, I've just a feeling now they might become a little bit more defensively minded.
Well, let's hope Kidderminster can get a goal at home to Rochdale, and Macclesfield can get the equaliser at Scunthorpe. Well, Carlisle's still in it. They're still alive. They're leading by 3 goals to 2. And what a time, that referee, I just cannot get over that referee booking a young lad, just scored his first professional goal, the situation you're in, and he puts him in the book for celebration. Absolute nonsense.
Yeah, I suppose if you're probably fair to Scott Matheson, he probably doesn't appreciate any of what we've just talked about there.
Now the referee Matheson's coming over to the bench now. He's stopping Kevin Gray taking water on. The ball is back now to Glennon. Glennon with a long ball up. Langmead lurking. Ball comes out, does it to Murphy. Murphy gets a foot in. And it's a throw now to Mansfield Town. The ball up now to Jaffo. Jaffo, not a particularly good ball. Good interception. Langmead, still going. Langmead, flick it off Langmead. He's still going. Oh, he ought to have laid that into Andy Priest. Oh, he tried to go. The goal's gone to his head.
I think so. Andy Priest is absolutely berating him.
Oh dear.
It just needed a little flick with the right foot, and that would have put Andy Priest clear with nobody around him.
Still 3-2 to Carlisle United here this afternoon. It's Mansfield in possession through Vaughan. A long ball down, good intercepting header by Andrews. A flick on by Shelley, but the ball comes now to Curtis. Now here they come again. Here's Mackenzie. Mackenzie tries to go round Boyd, but Boyd does well. And here goes Richie on a run down the centre. Richie still going. Good ball. Andy Priest, can he get there? Andy Priest, chip it, Andy, chip it. Oh, he chips it, but it's straight into the arms of the keeper. No height on the chip, you could see the idea. And Mansfield come away with the ball again. Oh, and that's is it a late tackle? Yeah, it's going to be a free kick. Andy Priest, tackle on Hassel. But once again, Richie Foran burst him from midfield. Well, he might not be 100% fit, but my word, he's given his commitment this afternoon, and you can't argue with that. Laid on the goal for Langmead. Long ball played into the Carlisle penalty area. Gray underneath it, and it's Tom Cowan that mashes the ball away for a corner. All of a sudden, up go the decibels of the Mansfield Town crowd. Carlisle lead 3-2, coming on 20 minutes to go. Long time to go, a lot of football to be played in this game as Lawrence takes the corner kick on the right side. Drifts it in. Glennon stays on his line. That's a good headed clearance, and I think it was from Gray. But once again, the ball's going to come outside right to Lawrence. Lawrence looks up, chips a ball in. Oh, it's right across everybody. Oh, the ball bouncing right across the 6-yard box. And I think it was Arneson that got the final touch behind for a corner kick on. This time, it's Lawrence again to take an in-swinging corner. A crowd of 5,361, and I guess 800-900 Carlisle United fans as well. 5-3-6-1 the figure. Corden with the corner. Oh, that's a good delivery, but it's safely into the arms of Matty Glennon, and Dennis Booth just saying, steady, steady, steady. But he's going to clear it. Oh, God, that's high. Langmead's underneath this. One bounce. It should be the keeper's, but Langmead's not giving up. It's gone one bounce into the arms of Pilkington, who rolls the ball out to Hassel in the right-back position. Hassel now, inside. Long crossfield ball by Curtis, again looking for Corden. They like that diagonal ball from right to left. But it's the left back, Vaughan, in possession. The yellow shirts attacking the goal to the right. Carlisle in blue, good challenging down and closing down by Peter Murphy. Gives away the throw in though. Do you know what's going through my mind? We've had a cracking game, we've had 5 goals, and I can't get that booking out my mind.
No, well, it was a little bit senseless, really.
Senseless? Talk about lack of common sense. Oh dear me, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about and you're just tuning in, Kelvin Langmead scored his first ever professional goal in a white hot situation like this. He's put Carlisle 3-2 ahead, went behind the goal to celebrate. The Carlisle crowd, and the referee booked him. Absolutely amazes me. But however, let's focus on the good things here. Carlisle lead by 3-2. I'm sorry if I harp on about that. Richie Foran trying to get a header, but the ball falls in midfield to Curtis. Curtis being given time to go forward, lays the ball to Hassel, right back position. Hassel now decides to take on Boyd, but he's being watched, and that ball is hooked forward, hopefully by McKenzie, and that should, no it's not, I was going to say should go out, and that's a throw to Carlisle United as Cowan hits the ball against the on-running Larkin, and Carlisle have the throw. And Will McDonough's warming up. Don't read anything into that, because Peter Duffield's warming up as well. Don't read anything into that.
I was going to say, you don't even need to warm up on the day like that.
Mike Corrie's even warming up. Here comes now to Murphy. Murphy's got some space. Oh, dear me, Peter, what on earth are you doing? He's given the ball away in a ridiculous situation. Oh, so have Mansfield, thankfully, and Peter Murphy will be the most relieved man on the park. Ball play forward, looking at Langmead. Defensive header there, and the ball is cleared upfield up to the halfway line. Intercepted by Shelley. Shelley to Boyd. Boyd punts that one forward, chase that, he says to Langmead. And Langmead goes after it, but it's always going to be the goalkeepers. You're listening to BBC Radio Cumbria. It's the county's #1 sports station. It's Saturday Sport. It's Mansfield against Carlisle, live and exclusive commentary. It's flicked on by Lawrence. Lawrence there looking for the centre forward. Boyd's got to get there first, and he does. And it's a late little tackle. The referee had judged that Curtis has left his foot in, and I'm not convinced that he did really. 2 players going for the same ball, but however, we'll take anything you like. Well, you may have heard the figure in the bar. I didn't write it down, Mike. What was
5-3-6-1.
5-3-6-1. Be interested to know what the away score is, but certainly a good 900. A good 900, I would say. The ball played
996.
996 officially the away support. That is absolutely fantastic. Langmead back to Murphy, swings it in now to Priest. Priest looking for a layoff. Here's Langmead, drills it low near post ball, and again Andy Priest is berating Langmead. He was free on the 6-yard box for a tap in. Gray underneath this with a head. He's jostled by Jaffo, and that gives Carlisle a free kick, and Cowan, without the referee noticing, throws the ball away. Stalybridge 1, Barrow 1 in the Unibond Premier Division. Jaffo and Gray having a bit of a laugh there. Free kick will be taken by Glennon. High, long. Again, it's Andy Priest. That is a good flick on. Now, who would the ball bounce for? It's bounced very kindly there for Vaughan, who ducks and just nods the ball back to his goalkeeper, who releases another long ball upfield. Gray underneath it, but the ball is going to bounce kindly to Larkin. Larkin outside right to Lawrence. Cross comes in, off Cowan, back to Lawrence. Cross comes in again. Good header. It's a shot comes in. Good tackle, Gray. And the ball is with Murphy, who scoops it up. But Carlisle could be in trouble again as the ball is picked up in midfield. It's the crowd. It's ball on the right side. Once again, it's Lawrence inside on his left foot. Underneath this is Richie Foran to Murphy. Not a good clearance by Murph. And the ball is played once again outside to Lawrence. Lawrence's cross is blocked by Cowan, and it's a throw to Mansfield, and it's going to be taken by Hassel. All stem from Peter Murphy.
Peter Murphy's just had a couple of bits of hesitancy, hasn't he? Instead of getting the ball away quickly.
Hassel now cutting inside into the penalty area. His cross is blocked and deflected off Boyd for a corner. It remains 3-2 to Carlisle United inside the last 15 minutes. And bearing in mind the latest scores elsewhere, Rochdale are leading, Kidderminster and Scunthorpe are leading. And we've just heard that Cambridge are one up at Oxford. Here comes Lawrence, firmly headed away by Richie Foran. The ball out to this right touchline. But first to it is Curtis. Good interception by Richie Foran, again in the left-back position this time. Richie lays that ball, trying to find Langmead, and the ball is laid back to by Hassel to goalkeeper Pilkington, who clears up line. Good jump by Jaffo. And again, a good header by Jaffo. Again, it's Lawrence. Lawrence volleys it hopefully across, headed away by Andrews. Now, Arneson doing well in midfield. The ball comes to Foran. Arneson again. Back to Murphy. Murphy there. Just again, not a good clearance by Murph. And here come Mansfield Town once again in possession. Mackenzie, outside left to Corden. Corden drifts inside. A right foot cross comes in. An uncompromising half-volley clearance. Here comes Hassel again for Mansfield. Right-hand touchline. Good interception this time by Andy Priest tries to beat his man. Murphy to Cowan. Let Cowan. Oh, that is a good ball. Up the line there to Priest. Priest now. Priest being watched carefully. Delivers a lot. Oh, that's a good ball as well. And now what can Kelvin Langmead do? He can't, because he's lost control. And the ball now comes to Baptiste, who leaves it to Day to Baptiste, and away comes Baptiste out of his own penalty area. Just checks, see what's available. Puts the ball square to Rhys Day. Day now to Hassel. And Workington 4-0 down at home. And goalkeeper sent off as well. Oh, that could fall for Carlisle United, for Mansfield Town rather. The ball cleared by Shelley onto the head of Andrews, but fortunately Gray tied it up and managed to get the ball back to goalkeeper Matty Glennon. Southampton 1, Bolton Wanderers 2. Kevin Davis as the ball now, oh dear me, with Vaughan. Mansfield chips that ball forward. Gray underneath it. So is Andrews. Now here come Mansfield again. But the ball now played to Curtis. Curtis once again. Now, for the last 5-10 minutes, they've been using Lawrence again. Lawrence wins a corner off Cowan. How many corners is that, Mike?
That's three in this half for Mansfield.
3 in this half. How many altogether?
Six. Yep, 4 to Carlisle.
Lawrence with the corner kick from the right side. Orthodox. Not a bad delivery. And it's a bit of pushing in the area, as once again the man at the heart and in the thick of it was Richie Foran. And Richie there waving to the bench. Paul Simpson himself, I think, is coming on, although I think he got a word from Richie Foran. Richie Foran has just put his left hand up to Paul Simpson and says, just hold on a minute, boss, just hold on a minute, I'm all right. Everton 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. John Stead, but Richie, really, you can say what you like, but today, now he's stretching now. He must be tired. He hasn't played a full 90 minutes for quite a while. And you've got to give him credit this afternoon. He's been in the thick of everything at the back for Carlisle United.
Yeah, he's worked his socks off, really.
Gretna 4-1 up. Here's Richie again. Wins the flick on. The ball comes to Langmead. Chests it down to Richie Foran. Richie Foran stretching for it, but can't get there. Langmead is worrying. Oh, and that's Paul Arneson there, just clipped the heels of the central defender Day. and that gives Mansfield Town.
No, just going back to Richie again.
Yeah.
He's played superbly well today. He's defended well. He's got forward and held the ball up well when we've been going forward.
When we say
but he's epitomised the spirit in the team, to be honest.
Yeah. When we say defended well, we must say it was culminated really by a brilliant goal line clearance when Carlisle United were one up. So well played. Now once again, Richie going back into his own penalty area. Paul Simpson was ready to come on, but Richie just gave him the nod and says, no, just hold on, boss, I'm all right. It's a throw to Mansfield on the far side, deep into Carlisle territory. It may well be a long one. Inside the last 10 minutes, it is a long throw. The ball bouncing awkwardly. Tom Cowan gets a foot in and gets it away up to the halfway line. Oh dear me, I don't know what I can take anymore. It's Hassel on the right back position. Inevitably looking for Lawrence. Lawrence just flicks it inside. Now he goes outside. Good play. Richie Foran tries to get there with a tackle, but the ball outside to Larkin. Larkin to Lawrence. Lawrence chips it to the far post. Oh, and that's a very cool under pressure there from Arneson. Just chests that ball back to goalkeeper Matty Glennon.
Well, it's going to be a nerve-tingling final. 10 minutes now. But, the Blues have just got to hold on. I'm assuming there aren't any other scores.
No, I am assuming that it's still Kidderminster 0, Rochdale 1 and Scunthorpe 1, Macclesfield 0. The other piece of important news is that York are losing 3-1 at Doncaster, and that means York will be relegated if scores stay as they are, and they will be bottom of the table. But it just means Carlisle having all to do once again in the closing two games. But here's Lawrence again. Lawrence across field ball looking for Corden. Corden there on this left touchline. Here's Corden being booed by the Carlisle fans. Lays a good ball. Oh, here's a chance. Shot comes in. Brilliant block. Peels for handball. Charged down. Ball across. Gray gets a foot in. Murphy trying to get there. Murphy dribbling his way out the penalty area. He's doing right because he hasn't got anybody to pass to. And the ball flicked up to Langmead, but his pass intercepted. Carlisle can't get the ball out of their own half at the moment. Here comes Hassel. Right back position. To Lawrence inevitably. Lawrence on his right foot. Again looks for Hassel. Hassel outside right this time. Against Cowan. Hassel drifting inside. Left foot cross. Far post ball. The ball headed back across the 18-yard box. Hooked away by Gray. The ball now comes to Vaughan. Vaughan with a left foot cross. Glennon comes a long way. Gets a left hand on it. He's nudged.
Offside.
And it's offside flag up. And it's a free kick to Carlisle United. And in the meantime, Macclesfield are making a change as well. Mansfield, I say backwards, I've got Macclesfield on the brain because I want them to score. And the man coming off is the left back Tony Vaughan, and the man coming on is the number 8, which is Craig Disley. Craig Disley, I would assume by that they're forfeiting stuff at the back now. Yeah, they've gone 3 at the back, Mansfield. So this could be interesting. Mansfield certainly going to salvage the game as Glennon takes the free kick. Priest underneath this. Priest flicks it on this time. But now and the goalkeeper has to kick it out. Still good touch by Murphy. Murphy outside to Richie Foran. Foran. Cross ball comes in, ball bouncing, half headed away. Boyd should get there. Good volleyed pass there to Arneson. A little ball into Langmead. Oh, and Langmead can't get the cross in. And it's picked up by Curtis, who trying to dribble out of his area. Indeed, he does well. He gets the ball. Oh, working to 0. Lincoln United 5. But here, Carlisle lead by 3 goals to 2, and Carlisle are given away a free kick on the far side. Right on the halfway line, left-hand side, as the yellow shirts attack the goal to my right. The blue shirts of Carlisle attacking the goal to the left, where the Carlisle fans are banked behind. And the official figure was 996.
996.
996. We'll say 1,000. So I'm sure that's 4 crept in without paying.
Well, there's you and I. There's 998.
Yeah,
there's
right,
two behind.
Right, long ball into the Carlisle. Matty Glennon's come a long way, and what a good claim that was under pressure. Gets applaud from the Carlisle bench as well. Just steady it down, Matty. There's nobody up front anyway. Oh, goodness me, it's a long high clearance. The man furthest forward is Murphy. Now, Murphy takes it on his left foot, but it's gone slightly to his left. He's trying to keep it in play. He can't do it, and it's a throw to Mansfield Town. Once again, it's Hassel. Murphy, good interception. Cowan, good ball. Langmead, edge of the box, left-hand side. Langmead just taking it. I hope he's not going to take it to the corner flag, not at this stage of the game, but he's won the throw.
just over 5 minutes left.
5.5 minutes on the clock. Carlisle lead by 3 goals to 2. They might not be out of trouble, but the fat lady will stay in the dressing room until next week anyway. And the Carlisle fans you can hear in the back going absolutely berserk. And that's going to be a free kick to Macclesfield. Oh no! I'm not sure. The linesman, referee's assistant, has given the free kick to the throw into Carlisle. I thought the referee had given. Now the referee doesn't want it. Now, well, I don't know what the referee's done. The referee initially signalled a foul for Mansfield. Tom Cowan now having a word. Boyd now having a word. And the upshot of all that is that it's going to be a throw into Carlisle United. Looking for a runner. The runner's Langmead. Picks the ball up inside the area. Now he's forced out of the area. Langmead into the corner flag. He's been, and that's a throw to Carlisle again, right by the corner flag, left-hand side. Minutes, seconds ticking away. 3.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes to go. Hear me, I'm wishing a minute away here. Langmead again, the recipient of the throw. This time the ball is cleared upfield, and the ball, another throw to Carlisle, this time halfway inside the Mansfield half. Oh, what wouldn't I give for a Macclesfield equaliser? Oh, ball into the box. Priest flicks it back to Foran. That's a lovely volleyed pass out to the right side to Arneson. Arneson checks. Now what's he got? Lifts the ball. That's a clever play. Wasn't going anywhere, so what he's done, he's won the corner. And Peter Murphy will jog to take this. Carlisle fans, absolutely brilliant. Brings a tear to me. Bring a tear to a glass eye.
Yes, they've been superb again this afternoon, really. They've outsung the Mansfield fans.
Murphy with the corner. Takes it short to Foran. Back to Murphy again. Murphy now drifts around one man. Trying to jink and turn. Lays it back to Arneson. Arneson crosses. And it's too far, but Langmead's giving chase. And we've got Leighton Orient 1, Boston 1. I haven't got that down quite honestly. Thanks, Paul, but I don't give a damn. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. Now, Boyd could be in trouble. And Boyd there with a tackle on John Baptiste, left a foot in, and I think the referee is going to give a card to Mark Boyd. Boyd, who becomes the 4th Carlisle United player booked. Moose is texting saying, hang on in there, Derek. I'm hanging in, just. Boyce is just hanging on. Mike Corrie's hanging on. But Carlisle have got to hang on. Good jump by Andrews. But the ball now with Macclesfield in midfield. Played outside to Corden. Corden now attacking Shelley. Still Corden against Shelley. Shelley holding his ground. Back to Corden. Square ball is on. For Rhys Day, who's come up to help his defence. And the ball has run through, and it comes now to the substitute Disley. Still in possession. Cross ball comes in. Matty Glennon, another comfortable catch. Brilliant. Claiming inside his own area. Ran through a whole host of players, and once again, woof, dear me.
His handling's been superb. He's come for balls and made it easy for his back four all afternoon.
Yeah, long clearance upfield has gone straight into play, and it's a throw to Macclesfield as the seconds tick away. We are now just 2 minutes plus injury time as a hopeful ball is played forward by Macclesfield, and it's going to be a throw to Carlisle United deep in their own half. And we've got a full-time score. Well, I'm surprised that's a full-time score, but that is a full-time score. And Macclesfield move on, Scunthorpe move on to 49 points with a -1 goals difference. Andy Priest giving chase, but he's offside. Yeah, after Scunthorpe 1, Macclesfield 0. Doncaster 3, York 1. These are final scores coming in. So Scunthorpe have got the 3 points they need. We're waiting on Rochdale, who are 1 up at Kidderminster. Did we start late this second half? Then we must have done, surely. However, late, yeah. In comes the cross again. The ball flicked to the back post. Shelley hammers it clear. That's going to go out of play for a... No, it's not going to go out of play for a throw to Mansfield. It's kept in play. And the man that's kept it in play is Baptiste. And that's a little bit of classy play there by Rhys Day. Good tackle, Mark Boyd. But the ball comes to Lawrence. Ball flicked forward. Gray heads it away up to the halfway line. And the ball is laid back to his own goalkeeper from the halfway line. Inside the last minute, long ball played up yet again. Andrews with a good head, but the ball is Shelley with the interception. Murphy, put your foot on it. He does. Oh, and Murphy again, a little bit too casual is Peter Murphy. But the ball out of play, a throw to Carlisle United. I was standing up there, but I think I'm in people's way if I stand up. I desperately want to stand up. I want to walk around. I want to jump. I want to kick. I want to scream. Blue Army, they're shouting now. You can hear them.
So we lost something there, do we?
Have we lost something there? Oh,
just
yeah.
Oh, is that just your?
Yeah. Oh, and that's a ball volleyed forward by Murphy, but it's going straight to keeper Pilkington. Yeah, we've lost a wire, but it's only the charger wire from my phone. And Rochdale have also won. That is confirmed 1-0 at Kidderminster. So Rochdale get 49 points.
3 minutes of injury time, David.
And 3 minutes of injury time. Oh, would you believe that? It's all we want. 3 minutes of injury time. Carlisle lead 3-2. One thing is certain that York City will be relegated as the ball is played out to the right-hand side. Lawrence against Richie Foran gets a foot in. And Lawrence with a crossfield ball. Priest couldn't quite get there. And here comes Baptiste for Mansfield. Gives it to Mackenzie. Now it's back to Lawrence, who's moved in midfield. He's going to try one. Oh, and that's just wide of that right-hand post. And he had Matty Glennon stretching. And in fact, the Mansfield players are saying that Matty saved it. But my word, when that ball nestled against the advertising hoardings and the back of the net bulged, my heart skipped just a wee beat. That patting, you could hear him quite patting me on the back. Oh, dear me. Can you feel the tension at home? Can you feel it in the studio? We've got 2 minutes of injury time left to play. Ball played up to Priest. Priest is accused of impeding John Baptiste, but, and the referee is saying, come away, and goalkeeper's going to take this right on the D, on the centre circle. Goalkeeper Pilkington, all forward for Mansfield, all back for Carlisle, although to be fair, Carlisle have kept 2 forward. Goalkeeper, edge of the area, Richie Foran, oh, superb header away, Richie. Comes now to Kelvin Mansfield. Mansfield just punts that ball down the left-hand touchline. Priest gives a token chase, but Pilkington comes out and gathers, and Priest is worrying him. And Priest again, he's given the free kick, but that eats precious seconds away. 1 minute 10 seconds. Clearance over the halfway line. The ball flicked on. Can Shelley get there? Shelley hooks it into the stand on the far side for a throw to Mansfield. Oh, dear me. Level with their own penalty area on the right side. Throw.
Mansfield fans are wanting the keeper, Pilkington, to go up, but his manager doesn't.
Going to be taken by Hassel. Throw's been taken. Oh, it's long. It's in. There's a half chance. The ball's still in the area. It's hooked away by Cowan, but it's going to come straight back again. Hassel heads it forward. Volleyed into the centre. The ball runs up the arm of Mackenzie. Referee waste play on. Ball high into the area. Tom Cowan gets there. Oh, the referee, no! He's given a penalty kick. Oh, the referee has given a penalty kick. I do not believe it.
Against Tom Cowan.
Against Tom Cowan. The ball was high in the air. Lawrence was underneath it. Cowan made the challenge, and the referee had judged that Cowan had pushed Lawrence. Well, this is going to be conference football for Carlisle United, should it go in. What a dramatic way to go out. Poor Tom Cowan. Oh, my goodness. Lawrence with the penalty. Have you ever had such drama? Cowan looks to the air saying, please God. Lawrence with a long run. It's a penalty kick for 3-3. Here he comes, Lawrence. Oh, he saved it! Matty Glennon has saved it! Oh,
what a great save that was.
And the referee, I think, has blown time.
He has indeed.
The referee has blown time. Carlisle have got 3 points in the most dramatic of circumstances.
Where have I heard that before?
Lawrence can't believe it. What a save, Matty Glennon. Tom Cowan's prayers have been answered. Carlisle is still in it. Oh my word. What drama, what excitement. Carlisle have won by 3 goals to 2. Oh, we're still in it, just by the skin of our teeth. Well, this has had everything, absolutely everything. Wow, I just don't know what to say. Matty Glennon.
That was an absolutely
drama.
fantastic save. Lawrence hit it with plenty of venom into that right-hand corner, but Matty Glennon flung himself full length to get both palms on it and parry the ball away. That's quite an unbelievable finish to a quite unbelievable game, Derek, really. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
And you've got to give the Mansfield fans credit for behind that goal, because they are applauding Matty Glennon. 15 seconds to go, Tom Cowan gives away the penalty, and then would you, Adam and Eve, a goalkeeper once again comes to Carlisle United's rescue. No, it's not Jimmy Glass, it's 5 years on, it's Matty Glennon, for 1 week more at least, has kept Carlisle United in the Football League. Oh, the final scoreline, reaction coming, oh dear me, reaction coming. It's going to be a very interesting post-match. Listen to the Carlisle crowd. The team are in front of the goal in the 6-yard box applauding. 996 Carlisle United fans. Oh dear me.
Well, unbelievable scenes away to our left, really. All the Carlisle fans are on the feet. All the Carlisle players are directly in front. In fact, Richie Foran's been mobbed now by the fans as he's disappeared into the crowd.
Absolutely super stuff. Would you believe it? Well, Carlisle, really at the end, it might be a bridge too far, but don't take this afternoon away from the supporters, away from the team, and away from what has been a dramatic win. Carlisle United, more reaction later on. Mike?
I've just been told by one of my colleagues on the left here, one of the Mansfield lads, that Lawrence has taken 14 penalties this season, scored the first 13 until Matty Glennon saved that one today.
Well, dear me, the Carlisle fans are refusing to go home. Absolutely tremendous. Well, can you believe it? Let's go back to the studio. I need a break. Reaction after 5 o'clock, all the results. What an afternoon. Paul, there's only one word. Phew.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. Talk about making it hard for ourselves, but we knew we had to come here and get a win today. I didn't care how we got it, whether it was ugly, whether it was superb football, whether it was fighting, whether it was laying down. I didn't care how we did it. We had to get a win today. Carlisle United have lived on fairy tales for I don't know how many years, 6-7 years. Can this be another fairy tale? We've kept ourselves in it. We've kept that little dream alive that we've all got, and we take it into the next one now.
As I say, I mean, what other people do out of your hands, as you've always said, all you can do is answer and perform on the pitch. It's Cheltenham next, but you know, what other people do doesn't matter, does it?
Well, we can't worry about what other people do, because we can't affect that. We can only affect what we are going to do ourselves. Now we've got a chance. We've got Cheltenham at home next weekend. We have another opportunity to keep ourselves involved. If come the end we win all our games and it's not enough, then we all know why we're in this situation, because of what's gone before, and we have to just accept that. But the players have shown the spirit today. We've shown a fantastic attitude. We've had a lot of things gone against us, but I'm delighted for every single one of them. I'm delighted for every single one of them supporters who've took the places behind the goals and have cheered us on to the end. We've shown character today, and we have to show it again for 2 more games.
From a neutral's point of view, watching that game, it had everything. But from a manager on the dugout involved, you must have gone through all the emotions imaginable.
You do. I think I've gone through every emotion imaginable since I took over the job. There was months and months of frustration and disappointment. We've then had a run which has given everybody an unbelievable lift. I was on cloud 9 after 20 odd minutes today when we're 2-0 up. But you want them to continue doing the things that were right to get us into the position we were in at 2-0, but we didn't. We stopped doing the things right. We stopped moving the ball quickly. We stopped turning their central defenders and their full-backs for our strikers to go and get in, and we invited the pressure back onto ourselves. But we're delighted. The spirit in here is superb. The feeling inside the dressing room at the moment superb, and the thing that I've said to them, that what we had at the end of that game today, those emotions that we've gone through, that's a fraction of what it would be like if we achieve what we're all setting out to do in 2 games' time, and we've just got to keep working hard. We'll start again on Monday, we'll move on to the next one, and let's just hope we can keep that dream with us.
Several points about the match. To me, there were 3 nice stories that came out of the game. I mean, obviously the 3 points, but the first one was Richie Foran's contribution after he'd been out for so long. The second was Kelvin Langmead's first professional goal, and the referee to me showed a little bit of indiscretion, I think, by booking him for that. That was absolute nonsense. And then, of course, right at the end, the drama of Matty Glennon's penalty save. You know, it's Can you describe them for us?
Well, the Matty Glennon penalty save is a great save. I mean, the lads have given him a bit of stick. He's had some abuse about what happened last week, and that's a little bit of payback. He owed us that after last week, and I'm delighted for him. He has been absolutely superb for us this season. He has been one of our most consistent players. You know, a lot of people will say he's easily our player of the season. He's been different class, and that's reward for him today. From the work that he puts in day out in training, and it's a reward for him. Kelvin, I'm pleased for him because he's worked so hard, didn't get a rub of the green in a lot of the games that he's played. He's took his goal superb today, and he's done what we expected of him. We did what we knew he could do. And as for Richie, I mean, I've spoke a lot about Richie Foran, and I have to admit I had a real difficult decision to make as to whether I was going to involve Richie Foran again this season. I'm not somebody who holds grudges. What I did was done. He regrets what happened earlier on in the season, but he's worked hard in training. He had an opportunity to come to Mansfield just before deadline, and I told him that if he was at the club and he was and he was fit, and I felt he could do a job for the side, I would put him in. There was no way I was going to cut my nose off to spite my face, and he's proved that he can work hard, and his contribution at both ends today, creating opportunities. His defensive headers are absolutely different class for the team, and he's played a massive part in today, and he deserves this opportunity for the work that he's put on over the last few months. I think he knows as well as I do that he's probably getting close to his last chance with his behaviour, but he's learning. He's doing everything he can to settle himself down, and I hope for his sake he does. Whether it's with us or whether it's somewhere else, nobody knows at the moment. But I hope he learns, because he's a talent waiting to burst out of that person.
And well, we've said it again: 996 of them. It's just amazing, wasn't it?
We say it every single week, whether we're at home or away, and they are absolutely superb. And again, we're talking about feelings that we're going away with at the end of games, and to see that at the end of the match there was just incredible. And it'll keep me going this week, and hopefully we'll get it again next Saturday.
And just one final word: you'll be giving John Ward a ring. Will you be buying him dinner through the week?
No,
manager of
it's a difficult situation for John, because they haven't got a lot to play. But I know how professional John Ward is. I will be having a chat with him. I had a chat with him on Friday night before today's game. I will be speaking to him, but I know for a fact that we won't get any favours from Cheltenham. But if we work like we did today, if we can show the same commitment, we won't need anybody to do us favours, and we'll just keep battling away. And with the spirit, with the players and the ability that they've got, we've give ourselves a chance.
BBC Radio Cumbria Sport.